Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Frustrated Dak Prescott sends fiery message to Cowboys after Week 8 loss. For Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, the numbers coming out of Sunday's 44-24 drubbing at the hands of the Broncos in Denver were not pretty. He threw for just 188 yards on 19 for 31 passing, putting up 2 interceptions and no touchdowns on the day. Prescott notched a quarterback rating of 51.5, which was his worst since the Cowboys were knocked around by the Lions a year ago before a hamstring injury ended his season. Prescott termed his own play unacceptable, but added that the team as a whole just did not show up with the level of effort and focus it was going to take to beat a team like Denver on the road. Coming off a season-best win over Washington in Week 7, the Cowboys continued to show themselves to be wildly inconsistent. With the NFL trade deadline looming, Prescott had a message for his teammates, especially those whose jobs might be in jeopardy amid this bizarre 3-4-1 season. "I just echoed to the guys in the locker room, forget a trade," Prescott said. "Do more. Shut that talk up. Step up and shut the talk up." Prescott's frustration was obvious during the game, which saw him be replaced in the fourth quarter by backup Joe Milton. Through the first 7 games of the season, Prescott had been sensational, and even when the team had its struggles, the offense usually played like one of the best in the NFL. It was deflating, then, to see that aspect of the Cowboys' identity disappear on Sunday. Talking about identity, trying to find identity, right? "It's hard to even give you an identity until we can put a couple of games together in a row," Prescott said. "Right now, our identity is up and down. And that's not anything that I am proud of, and that's not anything that anybody should be proud of on any side of the ball or the coaches, so, like, our identity now is inconsistent. And that's unacceptable. We've got to be better, we've got to find a way to be consistent whether it is at home or on the road, regardless. We're too good, we've got too many good players, we've got a great coaching staff." Jerry Jones pushes for defensive help as Cowboys trade talks get denied. With the NFL trade deadline quickly approaching, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys appear ready to make big moves, but not every call is being answered the way they'd like. According to Fox Sports insider Jay Glazer, the Cowboys reached out to both the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals in hopes of landing 2 of the league's top pass rushers, Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson. Both teams, however, reportedly said no. The Cowboys' attempts show a clear sense of urgency from Jones and his front office, who are desperate to strengthen a defense that's been struggling all season. During Fox's Sunday broadcast, Glazer revealed that the Cowboys have been aggressively exploring defensive upgrades. "Dallas is trying. They've actually called around," Glazer said. "They called the Raiders for Max Crosby, was told no. They called the Bengals for Trey Hendrickson, was told no. They are calling around for help on defense. Crosby has made it clear that he wants to stay in Las Vegas, and the Raiders view him as a franchise cornerstone. Hendrickson, meanwhile, remains under contract with the Bengals through this season, and Cincinnati isn't interested in moving one of its key defensive players. Still, the fact that Dallas even attempted these trades signals how seriously Jones views his team's defensive shortcomings. Heading into Week 8, the Cowboys ranked near the bottom of the NFL in multiple defensive categories, allowing over 400 yards per game, 29.4 points per game, and the third most rushing yards in the league, 141.3. Since trading star pass rusher Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers in August, Dallas hasn't been the same defensively. Opposing quarterbacks have posted an average passer rating of 110.6 against the Cowboys, a staggering number considering no quarterback in NFL history has a career rating above 103. Despite the disappointing stats, Jones insists his approach to roster moves remains steady. "If there is a trade that would help the defense, we're in position to make that trade," Jones said on October 15, via the team's official website. "It doesn't mean we're going to make one, but we certainly had in mind that we were going to have ammo to be more flexible with the roster this year." Dallas allowed 426 total yards to Denver, extending the Broncos' win streak to 5 games. Quarterback Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions and was sacked twice by a Denver defense that now leads the league with 36 sacks. With the November 4th deadline looming, the Cowboys still have time to make a move. Blockbuster proposed trade sends Cowboys a $73 million star to fix glaring weakness. The Dallas Cowboys have plenty of issues to fix on defense, but one of the biggest challenges has been the secondary. Even if the Cowboys improve the pass rush, it may not matter without an improved secondary. Dallas has until the NFL trade deadline on November 4, 2025, to make a move, but the 3-4 Cowboys are running out of time to remain in the playoff hunt. USA Today's Angel Torres offered several potential trade pitches to improve the Cowboys' defense. One proposed trade has the Cowboys turning to the 2-6 Dolphins for help. The addition of 5-time Pro Bowler Minkah Fitzpatrick would bolster the Cowboys' secondary. Find out how a Cowboys-Dolphins trade could work for both teams. Miami is coming off a dominant win over the Atlanta Falcons, but the franchise still has a long way to go to save the season. The Dolphins may be willing to trade key veterans for future draft picks. Torres suggests the Cowboys trade a second-rounder, 2026, and sixth-round pick, 2027, in exchange for Fitzpatrick. Miami appears ready to blow things up with a slew of players apparently ready to be had, Torres explained in an October 21, 2025. Fitzpatrick will be 30 at the start of next season, the final year of his deal, so compensation may not be as steep as the other players on this list. With a base salary of $15.6 million next season, a contract extension may have to be worked out soon. Regardless, Fitzpatrick would stabilize the back end of a Cowboys defense who ranks among the worst in the league. Fitzpatrick would bring an impressive resume to Big D, including the safety making the Pro Bowl in 4 of the last 5 seasons. The defender is also a 3-time All-Pro. Fitzpatrick's contract is a little more reasonable than some of the other trade targets being floated for Dallas. The star is on a 4-year, $73.6 million contract, but this deal expires after the 2026 season.